Hi everyone, welcome to Leave. Today we have Ling again.
Hello.
But this one will be very different. She will be the host. And today we will have an insight on how an intuition perspective coaching looks like.
Okay, so how it's gonna work is that I'm gonna ask questions. This is gonna be a very intimate one. So basically, intuitive perspective coaching works in a way that I will blend philosophy, the unique traits or ability to tap into you and your sense of self to discover or rather uncover or sometimes let go of conditionings to let you slowly gradually return back to yourself. So it's not fortune telling, okay, it's about being.
What's the difference between this and therapy?
This is just a personal perspective. So therapy provides a safe space of gradual awareness, and a lot of people place validation on therapy helping them, but think of therapy as like medication, but which is like the advices and the awareness, but if you don't embody it then it doesn't work. So this is not so much of therapy. That there will be also awareness and perspective, but then it is training the person to want to willingly take the medication. Okay, so shall we officially start? As usual, just a quick disclaimer before I start for professional reason, okay? You see my face? I don't sit in a temple, okay? I'm not Guan Ma, okay? So I'm not goddess of mercy. I can't make decisions for you. So just take whatever you feel, you intuitively sense can resonate and help you. If in any way you feel uncomfortable, just please let me know, okay? Because this is your session, this is your space, okay? If my tone is too much, if you feel very uncomfortable, just feel free to stop me and let me know, okay? Most important is today after the session, you probably say get a little bit more, not necessarily clarity, but a sense of purpose and feel comfortable with this. Okay, so I'm gonna start. I want your intuitive answer now on what you want to work on. Just give me the first word that comes to your mind. Just one word. You don't have to think so hard.
Trauma.
Okay. Why do you not want to let go of your trauma?
I did not know that. I'm not letting go. I thought that I did.
What is your definition of letting go?
When it does not affect me anymore. Or like when I think about it, I don't have the same response.
Do you want it to stop hurting?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You really sure? Think before you answer.
Yeah.
So you can just don't let it hurt, no?
No.
Why?
It's not about the incident. It's about the feeling.
Exactly. So why do you not want to feel better then? Do you now want to feel a bit more comfortable with your emotions or logic? Because my response, I have two responses from a emotional perspective and a logical perspective. You choose.
Emotional.
Emotional. Your body doesn't want you to let go. It's because you don't feel worthy of letting go. You still fully accept emotionally that you're unworthy, despite knowing on all spectrums that you are. I specifically use the word worthy. I didn't say perfect. You love comfort. And you're very, very comfortable with feeling unworthy. Your first initiation of change, right, was to accept, right, that your reality is different from your idealistic tendencies, and that's your first change, and that change is very painful to you, and your body registered that kind of painful change, right? So now even if you can want to willingly let go, which is a form of change, you don't want to, because just change itself is painful. You just don't want that, even if it's for the better. But you don't want, because your body feels safe to not let go. Just the process of letting go of pain is a different kind of change that you're not used to, and you think change is already painful, that's why you don't want to let go. Does it make sense?
But I go through the whole round of pain already.
Yeah, but you just don't want to let go.
I need to go one more round of pain.
You don't have to go through one round. You can just simply let go. Just the letting go is something that you don't want. It's because you still don't accept that you're deserving. You work very, very, very hard to feel like you're deserving, but you just don't accept that you are. But just accepting you're deserving is the biggest change of all, and change is already scary to you and painful, so your body don't want to do it. It's like a elevated distraction. Okay, maybe there's a different way of doing it. There's a different way. So you're used to that instead of just doing what's the most important thing. Just accepting that the disparity is the change itself. It's already very painful. Your body registered that pain. They just don't want to change. So now feeling like you want to let go is the most painful thing of all. That's why you think you are working very hard to let go, but you're still stuck in comfort, working hard in comfort. So technically, you're just lying to yourself. Working hard is a beautiful thing. I'm getting to where I am, but it's still in comfort. I want you to feel the comfort of being in discomfort, and that has to feel comfortable. That's why I say just let go. Sounds easy, right? I tell you, it's fucking difficult. And do you know why you don't want to feel your trauma fully?
I allow myself to repeat the same patterns over and over again.
And what is that pattern that caused you the trauma?
Reacting.
Reacting from what kind of feeling? You want to hold my hand? You want to hold my hand?
Think like
I want your honest answer.
a lot of things would not have turned out the way it did.
And that's a beautiful thing, no?
For what?
That if it didn't turn out the way that you assumed or intellectualized or hope that it will, but when you feel your way through life with a sense of worth, which all along it belonged to you, you didn't have to work so hard for it, what makes you think that whatever you create intuitively and emotionally cannot be better? It didn't turn out well because it's supposed to be better. And I've been nagging you like no tomorrow. Like every session, I will tell you these 4 words. Okay, it's a classic phrase, guys. Snap out of it. Okay? And this time, I just want to tell you that you've always been worthy. Because there's the disparity sometimes, for example, when you go out to society and then you assume that society is telling you that you feel like, or society is telling you that you are shit, or society tells you that you're not enough, and you accept that. So society is doing that to you, but you're actually just accepting your own assumptions, because you are what you attract, you're what you reflect. You can only see or sense or feel what is already in you. So universe is just a reflection of you. But why is it that in sessions, be it wherever you go to, be it therapists, be it maybe say even when you speak or resonate with mentors, why is it that certain things they say, even in that hour or in that minute, you just feel a sense of freedom? Because the freedom doesn't come from that person saving you. Freedom comes from a sense of resonance and relatability, that they saw you for who you really are and at your actual potential, which you already don't accept that you are. So it feels like freedom. But actually, that was not freedom. The person was just reflecting a sense of the real you. And this person could see snippets of the real you. And that's why you thought that person saved you. You were just taking responsibility to see yourself, so you felt you were saved. But you being you, putting yourself down, which is what you're very conditioned to do, you think that person is saving you. That's why you put your partners on a pedestal. You put your friends, your mentors on a pedestal. But they were just seeing you for you. But how is it possible that the same you, on all spectrum, logically, mentally, maybe say emotionally, spiritually, how is it possible that when you speak to different people, you feel different sides of you, or your worth just deviates? Means to say that it's also very clear logically and emotionally you're not rooted in fully embodying and saying that you're just worthy. But the truth is, you just are. So instead of asking yourself, like, how can I let go of my trauma? Confront and ask yourself and feel your way through the questioning towards yourself, right? Why you just don't want to let go? Why am I not fully responsible in wanting to let go? And I don't want you to think it, I want you to feel it.
Because the pain made me who I am.
Beautiful answer. So who are you? I want feeling answers.
Someone that is very strong.
You are. Very good answer. That's a real answer. That's an authentic answer. That's a good answer. What else?
I'm very soft.
You are. And that's a beautiful answer too. What else? Feel your answer.
I have a lot of love to give.
There is an action. I want you to feel your identity.
I am love.
Beautiful answer. What else?
More?
Yeah. I'm drilling for an intuitive answer that I sense that you're still not fully facing. I want you to feel.
Feel?
Yes, feel. You need to hold my hand? It's here if you need it.
I am one with the nature.
So this raw sense of self, do you know why it feels free?
Because I'm not chained to anything.
It's something I hope you'll feel for the next few months. Okay? And the answer is when you know you're worthy to just be whatever state you want to be in. You can feel whatever you want because you're just worthy of feeling. You can see and sense whatever you want because whatever you see, whatever you sense, it just emotionally makes sense. You're just worthy. You're worthy of freedom. You don't just want freedom. You want to see that you're worthy of freedom. You want to feel like you're worthy of freedom. You don't just want peace. You want to feel like you're worthy of peace. That's why you work so hard for it. You want to see that you are worthy of being successful. That's why you work so hard. You just are worthy. You're worthy of being wherever the fuck you want to be. And you can feel like you're worthy of being wherever the fuck you want to be. With good moral compass. Sorry, I believe in karma. Okay, karma does exist. Let your feelings align with your intuition. That's why I keep asking you to tell me what you feel. You are not peace, you're not freedom. You're just worthy. And you're worthy of actualizing peace. You're worthy of actualizing freedom. To become whatever you want. To feel whatever you want. And there's nothing wrong with feeling. That is your trauma. You were not allowed to feel. Because whatever you felt made you feel like you are unworthy. Your feelings were not validated. Your feelings were not allowed. Everybody else could feel except you. And that's why you only think. You only sense. You don't want to feel. Sorry. With me, you have to feel. No running away.
But I feel so much.
And you feel too much, and that's beautiful. What's wrong with feeling too much? You're so beautiful when you cry. You look more beautiful when you cry, by the way, because it's raw and real. I mean, with your pretty nails and your very chill face, it's a vibe, yo. It is. Yeah, I think when you cry, you look very vulnerable and pretty. And you're very pretty. Better than you scolding people, no? Or
Yeah.
like, and getting angry.
Yes.
This you is beautiful.
You know, ChatGPT has this what's your biggest curse, don't explain, and what's your biggest blessing, don't explain. My biggest curse is I feel too deeply. My biggest blessing is that I feel too deeply.
Your pain is your power. But what's wrong with feeling deeply? It's a beautiful thing. Your pain is your power. You want me to share what's mine? I've never openly shared about it before.
You don't need to share.
It's okay. If you feel like you want me to, I can. My curse is that I feel abandoned, and I'm abandoned, and that's my biggest trauma. And that's why in my line of work, I don't abandon anyone. Yeah. And then I realized that pain is power, power is pain. But when you balance it beautifully, it becomes relatability. And that's what empathy is. Like my brother always say, to love is to understand. If I wasn't abandoned, why? Then how can I genuinely connect with other people? Because I have to understand the cycle of being in victimhood, which I was in for a very long period of time. And then after which, I went to the other extreme of the spectrum of hyper-independence. Hyper-independence in the name of isolation is a lack of self-love. And that is also stemmed from me abandoning what I truly want, which is a genuine connection. And then when you balance both, then you realize, actually I'm so lucky. I'm very lucky to have abandoned myself, to have been abandoned, to abandon myself even more, to assume that I'm achieving what I want, only to finally return to myself, to no longer abandon myself, to just be with me. And that's where you see that life is beautiful, still imperfect. That's beautiful. Are you feeling okay? Okay.
If you need me, I won't abandon.
Okay. Can I drill deeper? Can? You feel okay? I can go on now?
Okay.
Okay. Now I can pick a team? Okay. My team is intuition. I want to know your logical perspectives of what intuition is to you, and what do you really feel about intuition?
Intuition is the quiet voice that you hear.
From where? Which part of your body?
It's so silly to say this, but you just
It's
know.
not silly.
You just know. Example, if you don't go for this interview, you do not have enough money. That's logic. Inner critic is you don't go equals you are lazy. Intuition says don't go.
Very, very powerful answer. Okay.
So now I will explain what is intuition intuitively, right?
Yes, no, emotionally. How does your emotion define your intuition? Or rather, what do you emotionally feel about your intuition?
Lonely.
Can I ask why? Why do you feel lonely about it? Don't think feel.
Lonely because not many people around me use intuition. But
I feel you.
You just know. And like when things happen and when it already happened, they say it's coincidence.
And you feel lonely and outcasted, right?
I think this correlates to like deeper wounds, like when I say certain things but nobody hears me.
Thank you for connecting with your inner child. I can feel it. You're just feeling the emotions that you're supposed to feel years ago but you didn't. I can feel you connecting with your inner child. Thank you.
Thank you for thanking me.
That's just beautiful. And for what's worth, my inner child will want to be really, really
Good
close
friends.
friends with you because I think we're quite similar. And I finally feel like somebody understands me. So thank you, actually, you're the one that's helping me. Because I feel like that all the time. I was conditioned to be like people telling me, you feel so much for what? Stop feeling and just get things done. That was my whole childhood. And now people ask me, what you feel? What you feel? The irony, So I understand. I really do. That beautiful, intuitive little girl, she's coming out. And she's actually your first daughter. You're just being her now. And you're helping her really see that she deserves to be loved and understood and seen. And heard. Heard as in Heard. And just giving her center stage now. Because you have the maturity to do so. And that's beautiful. So what does your inner child really feels about her intuition?
She hates it. But at the same time,
She loves it too.
she sees magic with it.
Beautiful. Why?
Because it always saves her.
And it still allows her to be her even though she doesn't feel loved, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I will not be able to live like that without my intuition. I disappear every single month, go overseas, and I'm not working. No, it is not like I advocate this kind of nonsense lifestyle.
It's not nonsense. If I can do that without a schedule, I would love to do that. Do you know where I want to be right now? Disney Sea.
But it's only when I go overseas then I feel like I am really living. Like, I get so much inspiration. I get a lot of work done immediately after I come back. To me, even eating a meal, it's not just eating a meal.
Is you living your life as you?
But a lot of people don't understand that.
Does it matter? As long as you understand it yourself?
No. She don't care about what people say.
That's very good progress. What else?
She feels very brave.
And she is. And you are. So she feels braver and safer to want to slowly just work with her intuition and let her intuition be her knight in shining armor, to just be her. Okay, so now we can return back to your adult self. How do you feel about this?
It has always come and go. It's like a periodic thing.
And that's how life is, no? You can just willingly feel and accept that you want to, and it's just a part of a liberating yet painful feeling process to just let go of layers that doesn't serve you anymore. It's a draining and painful process to unlearn, but you're just going back to you. Because humans, we are made to create, not consume. But modern day context, we consume too much that we forget to create. And the best way to create right now is not to create more things to consume by unlearning. We are creating to go back to ourselves. In Chinese, we call it 回归自我. So we are creating to return. We don't create to consume, to fill a void. Anna, that's very good content. I hope you put this online. Because this is literally, I just intuitively sensed and want to tell you. It's not something that I've actually like advised others before. It was just intuitively coming off my brain. Are you feeling okay? Really? So, accept that you do want to feel. Even though you say, I don't want to feel. And that's not the truth. You do want to feel. You desperately want to feel. Then just feel. Feel, but you don't have to react. Just feel. Feel it all. What's wrong with feeling?
Really? I really want to feel.
Yeah, you really want to feel.
I don't want to feel.
Oh, so now is this your logic talking or intuition talking?
Okay.
You answer me properly.
Okay, I want to feel it.
Oh, yes. See, you want to feel. Just feel. And there's nothing wrong with feeling. I say feel, I never say react. So, when you really understand this from an emotional perspective and an intuitive perspective, this is actually your key to leveraging and being with your intuition. Do not save you, to just allow you to be you. And that is freedom. And that's Nicole Toh, and that's you just being whatever you want to be. Hence, a sense of peace. Because you don't have to fight anything to feel free. You just are free. You just are worthy. You're just worthy of having freedom. I need you to feel and resonate with your love-hate relationship with your intuition. Then your intuition can properly shine. Then your inner child can work with your intuition to guide you. Just do whatever you willingly want to. From sensing and feeling it. No longer intellectualizing. Do you know why I want to touch on your intuition and you feeling your intuition?